The key to defeating this challenge is not in the build, but within the premises of the challenge itself. To properly exploit these conditions in the pursuit of avoiding a pyre damage loss, we are going to employ some of the darkest arts the business world has to offer: the SWOT analysis. SWOT, S-W-O-T, stands for strengths, weakness. No, I'm totally kidding. I misspelled that. It's weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It's how managers, marketers, and others evaluate where their business stands in the marketplace. Are their products competitive on price and should be featured where budget-seeking shoppers spend their time? Are their products high-end and expensive and should be featured in boutiques for sale to the rich? Should they avoid certain segments of the market with a negative impression of their products? Do they have any competition trying to muscle into their territory? This is the primary tool for businesses to optimize their marketplace presence in pursuit of earning maximum profit. Does this sound a little familiar? Because that is what optimizers like myself do, most likely without even knowing it. And those of us who have been decried as min-maxers and power gamers and munchkins by others who do not understand the joy of the building process, well, we are very, very good at it. So let's take this analysis and apply it to the Overcharged challenge. What new strengths do we acquire from this challenge? Well, that's easy. +2 ember per turn, +2 space per floor. Nice, simple. So, what weaknesses now exist? What new conditions must we overcome or make irrelevant in order to achieve our goal of beating this challenge? We have to prevent the pyre from taking damage 3 times in a single combat. Optimally, our pyre should never take damage in this run. That's our goal. So what opportunities do we have to exploit our new strengths in order to win? Well, our consistency greatly increases if we can pick draw twice from boss relics, since we should never need more ember than 5 per turn, and 7 space on top and bottom with 6 in middle means that we can build our full trap from the beginning once we have a carry unit, and even add more units to it for additional hits and damage. Now, let's discuss how we will utilize these new advantages in order to neutralize these new threats before they have the opportunity to actually threaten us. There are essentially 2 ways we can lose pyre health in this run: by allowing unplayed scourges to be discarded, or letting enemies stack up greater than 7 on a single floor. The first problem, thankfully, we can practically ignore by front-loading a Sinner's Salve to ensure that any scourges we actually pick up are free to play and we can get rid of them. If you're absolutely confident in your ability to avoid scourge damage, the optimal artifact pickup instead becomes the votive key, but for this exercise, I prefer to minimize risk, and there is no risk lower than 0. Okay, now let's talk space. On most combats, the rat trap is played either on top or bottom floor, where we will have 7 space in this challenge. Wildington takes up 3, our Molten Encasement takes up 1. This gives us 3 additional space to utilize from the beginning, but doesn't change our plans on the Awoken side of things because we are unlikely to use a Hollow in a stealth build. Animus of Will, or a Sweeper, is still the preferred carry unit here. However, on the Remnant side, this gives us the opportunity to use a 2-space Harvest unit and fill the final space with Dreg Sacrifices. This gives us a scaling option we didn't possess in the Homework Challenge, allowing us to grow the damage capacity of our trap far faster and higher than on a 5-space floor. Furthermore, without needing to take space from the first boss, we can now choose Draw, making our trap, once again, even more consistent. That's the SWOT analysis.